Welcome to the Purpose Visual Tour for AMeaningOfLife.org. This image represents a high overview of the topics covered in the Purpose section. And keep in mind that purpose is a complex and nuanced topic, so not everything can fit into a single tidy image. If you want to explore the topic of purpose in full detail, visit the section to read it page by page. You're probably wondering how purpose is symbolized in this image. Well, it's the entire adventure here. You can think of it in a condensed way as this little sailboat. Purpose is not only the adventure, but the vessel that you take on your voyage. It's made up of three fundamental things. It's meaningful, it's goal-oriented, and it's self-transcendent. These three pieces of the puzzle can manifest in many different ways, and we can also build on our purpose throughout the journey and refine the pieces as we go. Along the journey, we can encounter hindrances like these stones, things that make it more challenging to craft purpose. These can be things like how we define success or use money, our fears, or even our mindset. We can also be waylaid by societal myths about purpose, represented by these mythical beasts, that tell us things to expect from purpose that can actually mislead us, such as the idea that you can only have one. We can also be supported along our purpose journey like wind might support the journey of these sailboats. Support can show up as mentorship, community, mindset, and more. The purpose journey itself is mixed with joy and discomfort. It's represented here by the rainbow and the storm clouds. While purpose is challenging and involves sacrifice, it's also incredibly meaningful. Just as these dotted lines indicate, along the way, you could get lost, double back, start over, or take a totally new pathway. The beams of sunlight symbolize how we filter and understand purpose through the contexts of our lives. Our age, spirituality, culture, and beyond all influence how we approach and understand purpose. Let's check out this bonfire. Passion is something that most of us associate with purpose and want to experience in our lives. It's represented here by the fire, and like a fire, it can fuel your purposeful mission, or it could potentially burn you if you're not careful. The little house on this side symbolizes work or any effortful endeavor that we engage in. Purpose is often something we think of within the context of our jobs, and this part of the section does a deep dive on that idea. If you're wondering about this dashboard along the bottom, it's all about cultivation of purpose. We can choose and cultivate purpose through the stages of clarification and alignment, with special attention paid to support as well. You can start by clarifying your values, strengths, desires, interests, and potential impacts through reflection and experimentation. Once you know these variables, you'll have made a compass that will guide you on your entire journey. With this compass, you can begin to align with your purpose or purposes. This is done through ideating, then planning, and finally action and commitment. At this point, you've already started your purpose journey, and more power to you, because the purpose journey is both an epic, elevated life experience and something entirely mundane and intrinsically human in nature. The journey can be challenging and uncomfortable. It can be full of both resolve and uncertainty. Through it all, a life with more purpose is a life more well-lived. The wisdom packed into the purpose section of AMeaningOfLife.org can support you in crafting and aligning with all your purposeful visions. So, happy adventuring.